Hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. Good morning, good morning. This is going to be a quick one, and this is not the video, so I'm just going to remove the sound while I quickly introduce this. So Justin has continued with his ranting. Remember, the last time we spoke, we talked about him dropping his Go Buy Me a Coffee link and asking people to donate to him, even though his so-called private investigator just came out and saying that the RICO they're going to be filing, one of the major things that they're going to be filing for is the fact that Cora has Buy Me a Coffee, and most of the people defending Cora also have Go Buy Me a Coffee. So it was really funny that after few days of him making that statement, Justin posted his own Go Buy Me a Coffee, and he's asking for donation that he's going to use towards saving his children from Cora and exposure and all of those kind of things. Anyway, good morning. I'm just going to quickly drop this. I was going to drop this yesterday, but I didn't have the time to hop in. So I said, let me come in this morning. I know that most of you will see this later. The last live stream I did, a lot of people were asking. I saw your comments. How recent is this videos? You people leave him alone. You this, you people that. You people just keep ranting, but it's not going to change anything. That's just what it is. So let me quickly check. Oh, let me quickly check sound, and then we would see. So give me a second. Let me check the sound here, and we dive right into the conversation. I just want to make sure sound is good. The live stream we're going to be looking at is the one that he did. It's about 14 minutes, and he was also exposed by. Looking at is the one that he did. It's about 14 minutes, and he was also exposed. Okay. Okay. So our sound is great. Our sound is great, and we're just going to get right in. We're going to get right into the conversation right now, and a quick one. So let's go over. Let me give some volume and then go over to the 14 minutes live stream that we're going to be reviewing. So here is the live stream. No, not that here. That one of my children would have to die or be seriously injured before anything was done. I want to take it back to zero. Good morning. So, June is Men's Mental Health Month, and this is a interesting situation that exemplifies that fact. Let me check the volume. You can see how stressed out I am. Just look how much I'm graying. I once had a lawyer tell me that one of my children would have to die or be seriously injured before anything was done to protect them. And I am very much this thing. It has absolutely nothing to do with anybody but himself. He continues to stress himself out, and then he looks for people to blame. Secondly, him talking about, a lawyer told him that his children, one of them will have to literally die before anything will happen. That's not a statement. What lawyer is going to make such statement? What, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Let's go. It's a 14 minutes, so it will be quick. We'll be over in no time. So I'll give this a minute for a few seconds here for people to log on. Hello, Ba. Hello, Peggy. So I've been online for a week because honestly, I have been frustrated and I have been disgusted, mostly. As despite the propaganda machine trying to cover it up, and there's more, and the propaganda machine just keeps being more and more bloggers to cover up lies. And it is so funny that he points fingers at bloggers, calling them propaganda machine. Meanwhile, he is the propaganda machine. Like, he is the one that started this propaganda, and he's pushing this propaganda. But of course, he would like to put it on someone else's. There's lots of them, and and I'm not afraid to get on here and tell the truth. Yes, my daughter was exposed. She was wearing a dress with no underwear, which, that's negligence. And, you could just be like, oh, that's an accident, right?
but not when it happens over a dozen times. And I finally got the police to listen to me and actually take the report and verify that said thing occurred, as well as all the other occurrences. And I was expecting the system to kick in and be like, hey, we need to intervene so that my daughter's innocence is maintained for something they cannot consent to at 4 years old. That didn't happen. That did not happen. I have heard nothing. I've heard nothing from the police. I've heard nothing from CPS. And when I call my lawyer and tell him what's going on, he's like, I don't think that's enough for an ex parte. Now, why would I want to get an ex parte? To stop the behavior. I don't want to, I like, that's all I want is this behavior to stop. I mean, and because it's apparently because it's a mother doing it, it's not, nobody's acting on it. If I were to be doing that stuff, accident, whatever, I'd be in jail. As a man, they'd be at my doorstep in a second. In fact, the previous week prior to that, I had the police called on me for a rock paper scissors exam, and 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 also I took my kids to the pool, and they called me about safety at the pool, which there was no safety issues at a pool. And mind you, the person that called the child services is a convicted felon. So it's like convicted felons reporting me.
Now, this narrative that he's trying to push, everybody knows that this narrative does not make any form of sense. Do you understand? We've seen men and women being persecuted for, whatever crime that they have committed or whatever the law finds them guilty of. So this that he's trying to push, that he's been calling the police, calling CPS, calling everybody to try to complain that, oh, Cora is deliberately doing this or that to his children, but nobody's paying attention. Somehow the LAPD somehow and CPS is just the best friends of Cora, that they're favoring Cora. Of all countries to talk about in America, where does something like that happen? Where does something like that happen? Like, he says all these things and he really expects people to believe him. The incident that happened in Cora's live stream, a lot of people didn't see it because Cora goes live a lot of times in a day. So a lot of people would not even catch up on what happened. But the way Justin and his headless chickens picked that up, started pushing it, blowing the whole thing out of proportion, distributing it, making even drawing more attention. That's when people now started asking questions like, what happened? What happened? People now started looking for the video. You understand? So if Justin had seen what he saw, somebody sent him that, oh, look what happened on your ex-wife's live stream. The best thing to do is not to go to the parental app where they do their whatever communication and all of that. Go there and cuss her out if that's what will make you happy. Go to the parental app and cuss Cora out, or go there and question her and tell her, if you continue like this, I'm going to talk to her there. But no, he set his live stream. He did a live stream, explained this whole thing, was talking, blowing it out of proportion, lying, exaggerating and everything. It's as if that was not still enough for him. Then his headless chicken started with, oh, the children are performing sexual act. The children that are 6 and 4, what do they know about sexual act? Yeah, that's what they started pushing. The next thing now, on the further the next live stream, sorry, that he did, he started with that narrative too, that his children were performing like, what kind of human being? He just listens to the nonsense that comes out of those sick people's mouth and then he runs with it.
Or nothing, have more sway in the system than a doctor.
You're not a doctor.
I haven't broke the law or had any sort of anything since 2014. The last time I broke the law was in 2014, and I got a speeding ticket, which is probably not even on my record anymore. I got to tell you, it's June's Mental Health Month, and my heart, my mind is out there to all fathers out there that are dealing with this bullshit, because it is bullshit. When you're a father, being like, hey, my number one job in life is to protect my girls, and that includes their innocence. and you just get crickets from the system. I I don't know how much more I can take, to be honest with you. It is completely derailing my life, being like,
Your
why is
wickedness is what
nobody
is
taking
derailing your life. Your
indecent
wickedness.
exposure of minors on the internet for millions of people to see, and then the mother either refuses to take down the videos?
That's another plain lie.
So that more people can see it, attracting pedophiles, and her address is online.
First, he lies about how the mother of the children refused to take down the video, but he did not talk about the fact that his own supporters, his bloggers, were screenshotting all those privates and distributing it. He also would not talk about how he was giving Crystal the go ahead to come to his house. Crystal, that is a criminal, like that woman has a criminal record. Okay, he allowed Crystal to visit his home and take care of his little children. And in exchange, somehow there were just this six set of people on social media that wanted to see and have photographs of Justin and Cora's children. I don't understand why you want photographs of somebody else's children. I don't understand. But anyway, they wanted that. Like seeing them on live streams, on Justin's live stream, Cora's live stream was not enough. No, they wanted when the children are in their house, their home, playing and doing all of that, they wanted personal private photos. And in exchange, they wanted to give him money, they wanted to give him gifts, they wanted to buy the children clothes and things like that. What reasonable father sits down and exchange the photograph of his children at home with total strangers that you don't know, you've never met, you don't know what anybody can do? These days, people are so evil. Anybody can take the photograph of your children and go and upload them in all these sites where you have all these pedophiles that will pay so much money to have photographs of children to do stupid things with. But he allowed that woman to film the children, even when they were in the toilet pooping and things like that. So who gives Justin the right today to come and sit with one hand on his head, talking about how he's aging, how he looks stressed? Now that stress go by you. When you decide to be an evil person, that you continue to plot, do all this nonsense at the back, trying to destroy somebody, you will end up destroying your life. Mostly when you're fighting somebody that is not fighting you, you're plotting against somebody that is not plotting against you, you will end up destroying yourself. That's what's going to happen. You're in your 30s, you're already looking like you're 59 years old. It's your wickedness that is causing it, not anything else. The time that you will use to rest, take care, you're thinking in your brain, accumulating people that you're going to come together with to plot and destroy. Like, I don't get it.
Everyone knows where she lives. It's like, where's the common sense? Now, obviously, I live in California, and it seems like common sense is not common.
Yeah, he thinks that he's
maybe
the only
just
one
my
with common
conservative
sense.
Country origins,
He's
where I'm
actually
like,
the senseless one.
if you're indecently exposing a child on the internet, there should be some sort of like intervention. I mean, at least like something. I'm not saying go to jail or anything like that. I'm not saying what it should be, but there should be some sort of intervention to stop that behavior from occurring repeatedly. And so far, I've got nothing. And it's messing me up a little bit, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna lie. It's messing me up a little bit that, my little girls are being exposed for profit.
You have done worse. You have done worse to your children.
I am screaming at a mountaintop, help me, and nobody's listening. The video was taken down on YouTube because people reported it, but it was still on Facebook.
That's not true. The video was taken down because she took it down.
You mean CPS? The system that let her fail 8 drug tests legally?
And frankly speaking, when you look at those videos, I feel like when those children are with Justin, Justin used to groom them. Justin used to tell them to misbehave whenever their mother is live. That's what I see. When you see those videos and you see those clips, you will know that because what the Junie was doing was deliberate. When Cora finally they called Cora's attention, she was like, I don't like that. When she was telling Junie. And when Junie was doing it, she knew what she was doing. She knew, so it seemed like their father was actually the one in charge of grooming those children to go to their mother's house and go and misbehave. So take several seats and shut up. Now in 2026, did you people just hear the last word he just said now? Did you people just hear it? Did you hear that? that she failed 8 drug tests. In what country will a mother fail 8 drug tests and they will still allow her to be with her children? Cora already spoke about that. She did several drug tests to prove that she was not on anything. She's not been taking anything. But yet he wants to run with that narrative. Between him and Cora, who looks like somebody that takes something, Justin looks like someone that takes things. But he points the finger at her just to do anything to take the children off of Cora so he can be paid child support. This is what all this thing is all about. Justin wants child support.
And did nothing? You mean the system that said all of her content, including her book on social media, was hearsay? You want me to call a system that's actively protecting her?
How is this?
Why would I call someone that's actively
this is America
protecting?
we're talking about. America will protect a black woman. It will never happen.
No, if you say it doesn't exist, you're protecting it. If you fail
just a lie fake white man that doesn't know what to do because his lies is not sticking.
That's protecting. Absolutely, the system is protecting this woman. And
system is not protecting anybody. The system knows you're a liar.
I guess it just comes down to she has enough people on the internet supporting her. So I don't know.
Can you imagine? You having people on the internet supporting you and the law taking its full course does not have anything to do. Okay, if that was the case, people like Harvey Weinstein wouldn't be in jail. People like PDD wouldn't be in jail with their connection, with their everything. Okay, and the list goes on. We've seen a lot of people with connection and power and everything that were still found guilty and they are serving their time. Okay, so it has nothing to do with people that are supporting Cora. But the reason why Justin would speak in this manner and say these things is because his goal and aim has been for nobody to support Cora. Nobody should defend Cora. That's why most times when you see bloggers putting out videos and debunking his nonsense, you will see his headless chickens will come in and attack you. You people stop talking about him. You people are jobless. You people just want to make money. You people, we see the goal. We know where you're going. When nobody is there to support, only your narrative will be the narrative online and people will start believing your lies. But that's not going to happen. Even his own headless chickens, some of them are beginning to see the kind of person that he is. After this video, I will read up something that one of his blogger posted. I'm
going to have to eventually, but as I spoke to my lawyer, he was like very like, and I've had 3. He's like, I don't think a judge is going to do much about that. And you know, I will be completely blunt with you. That rocked me for a week because it's just like
a doctor that has time.
I've been at this for 5 years now. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, not trying to take anyone down. I'm just saying some behavior with
that
kids
is your goal. You want to hurt her, you want to take her down, but God will not allow you.
Nothing wrong with posting cute videos and pictures and like doing cute family stuff, but having sexual acts performed by minors and having them sexually exposed online is just simply unacceptable, and I can't get anyone to listen. You know what I'm saying? But if I was doing that,
this man is not even ashamed of the words that are coming out from his mouth. When he did the first analysis of this Cora's live stream, Justin did not mention any performing sexual you know. It was when his headless chickens it was when his headless chicken started saying that they were the children, his own children, 6 and 4 years old, were performing sexual that was when he started running with, and now he repeated it again. What reasonable father would say such a thing about their little innocent children that doesn't even know anything about sex? But because his supporters mentioned it, he is running with that narrative.
God, I'd be in jail. As a man, if that stuff was occurring under my watch, I would be absolutely like, there would be no mercy. And so it's like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm spending all my money and doing everything I can to protect my kids from something as simple as having their private parts exposed on the internet. It's like, how is this not common sense? Where is this country going? Is it any surprise that people like Epstein got away with what they got away with for so long? Is it any surprise why these celebrities and people in Hollywood get away with what they get away with for so long? It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy.
Says the person that did the most
And yes,
to
I'm
his
on here
children.
venting a little bit because
Says the
many of
man
you guys
that
are
did the
seeing this,
most to
many of you
his
guys are
own
following
children.
this, and you guys are many. I'm getting people harassing me saying I'm lying, and I'm getting people that are concerned for the kids harassing me because they think I'm not doing anything. I am fighting as hard as I can, like to stop said behavior. I mean, her lying about me is a separate issue.
All of
Like
this is
that's,
just to get more
her lying
donations for
about
buy
me
me a
is a
coffee.
separate issue. The issue that I'm like that's just messing me up is that the fact that I'm a father trying to protect a little girl's innocence, and it is falling on deaf ears. It is falling on deaf ears. And anyone that wants to say this is true, let's do something about this. The propaganda machine, the cyber mob, goes and tries to take down those pages, and it's like they're protecting they're protecting the exposure of children. You can still support someone and not be okay with that. How is it that people are? I don't understand. If you support someone, the true definition of support is to tell someone they're wrong.
And all the people that have been telling you that you're wrong, you've not
I'm
listened
not
to any
finding
one
enough
of them.
feeling pity. You're feeling pity for her. See,
Just educate
that's the
yourself
problem.
first.
That's the problem. Many of you guys are women, and you guys are operating from an assumption that there are equal rights here. There's not. The biggest civil rights movement that's going to occur in this country in the next 10 to 20 years is going to be for fathers' rights. Because if I do anything, not even when I do anything, when I'm accused of anything, boom, system steps right in to check it out. There's never anything, right? But when when there's proof, black and white, or in this color, in this case, 4K,
he is just a liar. This man.
Crickets.
Liar,
Somebody's like,
liar.
oh, he's jealous. Why would I be jealous of somebody exposing minors on the internet? Like, some of you people, I'm just going to be absolutely blunt. Some of you people on the internet, you disgust me. The way you support negative behavior, it is appalling.
The only negative person is actually you, Justin.
In absolutely a direct way, like that's unacceptable. The fact that we're the same species, I cannot relate to your mindset of just because a father is speaking out about the injustices.
The only person that they cannot
on the public platform, and I'm using a public platform because the system is not listening. And
the only person that they cannot relate to is you, because you're not making any sense now. You're the only person that nobody can relate to because you're just lying. People are calling you out on your lies, and you think that it's raining and they're praising you. It is very weird. If it's some people, they would have gone in by now. There was no reason for you to come online and display this level of stupidity for 4 years now, but you've continued on this part. People that are supporting you, people that are rooted for you, joined your private WhatsApp group. You people plotted all this to destroy. They are beginning to call you out. Yet, you will not sit down and say, yes, you're doing the wrong thing. You will still pretend that what you're doing is right.
Is doing the opposite of protecting my children. They are not protecting. And I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. So, those of you on here that are supporting the sexualization of minors, you're the problem. You're the problem. And someday you're gonna have to answer to God.
You will be answering to God first, Justin.
I don't hate anyone, but damn, I didn't know that there were so many people in the world that were so mentally disturbed. So yeah, yeah. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Just common sense. Protect my daughters from being exposed online, and and uh, and absolutely nothing being done. Yes, I'm going to try to go to court. Thank you, people. Thank you to those of you who donated in the Coffee app. I will not touch that money other than for court purposes, and I will prove so because the propaganda machine will obviously, it will obviously.
This is actually what this is all about. This is what this is all about. The only reason why Justin why Justin is asking people to donate money for him is because Justin wants people to actually give him money that he will use to go and buy something. Maybe he wants to buy something new for his house or something like that, and he needs people to donate to him, and that's the reason why. Oh, I'm going to donate. The last time they donated for you, what did you do? People were asking you, did you get a lawyer? Simple questions. People that honestly donated for you, thinking that you're fighting a battle because they too they don't have sense, because anybody that have sense will not donate or give you their hard-earned 1 cent, but they did give you. You said you came online, you said, I do not owe anybody an explanation, I do not owe you. These are people that gave you their hard-earned money. You said you didn't owe them an explanation. Now you know that if you do not explain to them this time around, you're not getting any donation, or you're going to get just few, because all the people supporting you are just people that are full of mouth. When it's time to show working, they are nowhere to be found. So hence he's telling you people here that he's going to explain. If not, oh, the bloggers will come and change the narrative. Nobody changed any narrative. The last time they donated for you, you went and bought a car. That's what you did with your time. With the money,
try to spin that narrative. All right. There you go. That's what's going. That's the nature. That's the nature of what's going on. Children exposed online, crickets. But if I did it, I'd be in jail. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, so if you so this is his I'll go to the next one. That's that for that. Okay, so that's that. The next one, I will go into the post that I already shared on Facebook, and let me find the post. Here it is, was a video. Let me look for it as a post. Okay, here's the post. So if you look at it here, you will see that I posted this. I posted this 1 day ago. So I posted this yesterday. I was supposed to come in here and do this live stream yesterday also, but I wasn't able to. So I said, let me just run it this morning quickly. So I'm going to read to you. If you look at this, let me bring this closer to the screen. If you look at this, you can see Justin's name here, right? Justin's name. Here, the person that bought him a coffee. You people just heard him on the live stream that he just finished, because I wanted you people to listen to the live stream first before I read this to you people. So you can see that on his live stream, he's talking about the go buy me a coffee, and he had posted his, I think about last week or so, he posted his go buy me a coffee before that fake private investigator disappeared, that we can no longer find him on Facebook or anywhere. The man that is coming to file RICO and expose Cora and the gangs and this and that, and how Cora is paying people, he has disappeared on Facebook. I don't know if I've told you people about that. There's just so much I need to update you people about, but I'll just try to jump in whenever I can. So let's go through this post. This person's name, okay, here you can see the person. I don't want to say the person's name, so I actually covered it a little bit. Yeah, but you can still make out what the person's name is. And this is what the person wrote on his Go Buy Me a Coffee. So I will read. The person said, I have been studying the court records. Hold on, let me put, I have my mic far away from me. Wait, let me put my mic here. Okay. So the person said, I have been studying the court record for weeks, and I am here to tell you I am so angry. You have misled us. She called him a doctor, but he's no doctor. But anyway, I'll just read it the way the person wrote it. He said, you have misled us, Dr. Justin Dean. You are a born liar. You are a born liar. None of what you have told us for over 2 years holds any truth at all. None of what you have told us for over 2 years. This is his supporter. So this person has been supporting him for over 2 years now. And this person is calling him out because probably when he dropped Go Buy Me a Coffee, this person wanted to go in, buy the coffee, support him so he can fight and win Cora and this and this and that. But only God knows what made this person to go and check the court records. That's why when Stony and Dawn and the rest of this headless chicken started supporting Justin of recent, I said, all the evidence you people need to know between Cora and Justin, who's the manipulator, who's the liar, is right there on the internet. So the fact that you're not even taking it, you're not going to look through those documents, shows that you are an evil person. And this is the reason why I've always said that anybody that is supporting Justin in any way is a born wicked person. That is an evil human being. Because you cannot have all the evidence that will prove to you the truth of the story, and you refuse and you ignore all of it and you decide to support the wrong person. But let me continue reading. She said, you have misled us, Dr. Justin Dean. You are a born liar. None of what you have told us for over 2 years holds any truth at all. You are sick. I will no longer support you, and you had better remove me from that group. I will never be doing your dirty work again. So you see, even though he comes online and screams that bloggers are blogging, defending Cora, Cora has so much supporters online and everything, he is behind the scene plotting. He is the one with the gang. He is the one with the cult that Cora has cults, Cora has this, people supporting Cora, they're all cult members, they're this. Justin is the one person telling him, I will no longer do your dirty work, because they all are in private WhatsApp groups and plotting and planning on how to destroy this woman, Cora. That's what they're doing. So she said, I will no longer be doing your dirty work again. You had better spend my $5 on buying the girls some candy to make up for having you as a father. I pray God forgives me for falling victim to a liar like you. You are the scammer. You are the scammer in this. You people need to wake up to this man's lies, because he is going to make you all a laughing stock. This is somebody that went, this is from Justin's Buy Me Coffee. You can see the sign of the Buy Me Coffee, people that have Buy Me Coffee. Or if you've ever bought a coffee to support any content creator that you like, then you recognize this, that this is from Buy Me a Coffee. You can clearly see it. It says the person's name, says bought a coffee. You can see it here. You see Justin's name, just he put Dr. Justin. You can see then blah 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 dot buy me a coffee. So this is his genuine supporter. This is somebody that supported him for 2 years. 2 years is not 2 days. 2 years is not 6 months. But this person finally somehow decided to look at the court documents and everything and discover that Justin is a liar. And now look at the response to tell you how evil Justin is. All these 2 years, this woman was supporting him. Justin did not know that she was not rational. She was not legit. She was not anything. Is when she called him out. Look at his response here. He said, "No rational human being." This is Justin responding. You can see his profile photo there. Says, no rational human being could come to that conclusion. Go back to your cult." So for 2 years, she supported him, stayed in his WhatsApp group. They plot and did evil and everything. She bought him coffee and everything. The moment she decided to open her eyes and read court documents to find out that the only person that is manipulating is Justin, look at his response. All of a sudden, after 2 years, Justin discovered that the person is irrational. This is the Justin that people are supporting. This is the Justin that people are defending. That's why most of you that you've been on this channel with me for a long time, you will notice that even when Dawn and Stoney came into this whole picture and everything, they were bantering with Cora. What were we saying? Bring the evidence, bring out the evidence, let's see. The moment they started hanging out with Justin and Justin said, "Oh, I've handed over the batting to them," and they were working so hard for Justin, what was the first thing I said? Several live streams. I still have those live streams here on the channel. I kept screaming. I said, "Go and look at the evidence. Go and look at the evidence, because that's the only way you will know between you. You don't have to take what any blogger is saying. You don't have to believe, because you might say, people that are defending Justin are people that love Justin. People that are defending Cora, people that love Cora. Go and look at what the court documents said. Check their videos, take the videos online. Justin will keep telling you that Cora bashing me, Cora is disturbing me. You will not find any video of Cora disturbing him, but you will find lots of videos, 4 years and counting, where Justin keeps talking about Cora. So all the evidence and everything is online. And it is really amazing to see that his own people, and this is just one on Go Buy Me a Coffee. If you go to Justin's Facebook page, if I go now and open Justin's Facebook page, and pull out the videos, and you will see what people are saying to him. And you would, some of them, you will recognize them from their names as people that whenever you make a post, they will come under your post, they will bash you. You go to another blogger on Facebook that is defending Cora, you will still see these people there. So because they're always jumping around and everything, you have recognized their photo, their profile photo, you have recognized their name. So you know that these are die-hard fans of Justin. But now most of them are turning around and telling him enough is enough. It's been 4 years now. Let it go. Let it rest. So it takes a lot for somebody that stood their ground to support you with their time, their money, their energy, their everything, to finally discover that, wait, it seemed like this person does not want peace. This person is manipulating the situation. And that's where most of them they are at this point. Because they did not do what they were supposed to do at the beginning. If they had taken their time to check all the evidence, they would have not even not even one person would have stood by Justin. That's why I said, you see, Stone, and Dawn are just wicked humans. Like, they are born bad. They are just bad people. Because if they were not, they claim to be investigating Cora, but you're not investigating Justin. Don't you think you were not in a marriage with them? You should have checked everything before you start saying anything. Most of the bloggers today that are standing and defending Cora did not just from the beginning jump in. People watched what was happening, checked their stories. One person's story was not adding up. Then when they went to court, how can you claim to have submitted over 200 exhibits and none stick? None. It means you just submitted nonsense, and the judge could tell that all of those things is you just hating on someone because maybe your people's marriage didn't work and you feel like she owes you something. What doctor has the time to get to almost 200, he said, exhibit on their ex? Like, what time do you have in your hands? What time do you work as a doctor that he's claiming to be? What time do you work as a doctor? What time do you have to also go and be collecting evidence and accumulating nonsense? because he's lying. When you're lying, you think you can deceive people on social media. Social media will not be the courtroom. Social media is not the judge. Social media is not the one to work on the cases. Social media is not CPS. These people are trained professionals. So whatever you bring to them, they will check it properly before they make their next move. So the fact that they did not call him back, they did not tell him anything, they would have checked everything, the videos he presented, everything. They will go to Cora's house home if they have to. They will ask a question, they will check the children, they will check everything, go in the house, maybe even check the whole house, just do everything, do their due diligence and find out there is nothing there. They cannot prosecute her if she's not guilty of anything. They can't. But the man will not stop. But you see, his people will continue to expose him. In 2026, we're seeing more expose, more people coming out to realize that he made a fool out of them. They thought they were supporting the right person. Anyways, I've been here for 40 minutes. If you're just coming in, you watch from the beginning so you can hear Justin speak for himself and everything else that we've gone through. Thank you all so very much. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.